So we're interacting once more. Yes, it's me, the charming me. Anyway, yeah, I just had one of those little moments that just, cheer you up. And it's an interesting psychological phenomenon. Some little good thing happens, and it just pleases you. Yeah, puts you in a better frame of mind. Oh, woe is me, it isn't so bad after all. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, of course, temporary, of course, yeah, you really know it's nothing, but it feels like something, it's a moment of it's an internal moment, let's call it that. Yeah, it's an internal thing, a personal thing, and, it doesn't have much to do with the rat race, whole gameplay crapola. It just has to do with you. Yeah, how you feel about your place, and yes, just hard to explain. Well, anyways, to the point. Oh, damn, my shoe untied. On top of other problems. So anyway, this is it. The point. Where'd it go? Wooden thing. Yeah, decky. Is it a wooden thing? Wooden? Yes, made out of wood. Yeah, really nice. Obviously, I don't wear stuff. I don't even like wearing clothes. But yeah, I like this. Anyway, yeah, really nice. She sent it to me. So I'll post a link to her website. It has little beads on it. I don't know if I need that. But you need something there. Yeah, just a little bit. But anyway, I won't let my brain go there. But it's interesting the way it's tied. It's very clever. So you can adjust the length, which is smart. Just nice. It's just really is very nice, and she probably wore it so it has some of her on it. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, yeah, ooh, I can feel it. Yeah, it's spiritual. I can feel it. I can't. Anyway, yeah, I know it's an illusion. It's a feeling. It's an illusion of connectedness, but it's there. It's it doesn't matter. That's all we have, really, right? We're connected to people through our imagination of them most of the time. Most of the time, we're not with them. So anyway, so yeah, really nice. So I thought I'd have a contest. Oh, yeah, I know. Well, I'll buy one of these for somebody from Decky, but you should get one. Wilderness something or other website. I'll post a link to her video. You should be able to get there from there. And what was I going to say? Oh yeah, contest. Yeah, I really shouldn't have the right to say that word because I still haven't sent Ujima Flipper's prize. I don't even want to explain how I could fail this dismally. So I won't explain because that'll make it easier, so I won't look quite as foolish. But yes, it's going to happen. But anyway, so this one will be easy because all I have to do is pay money, and money's easy to do. Mail is complicated for me. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so yeah, the other video, the ones I'm going to start doing, the agree or disagree ones with the premises. Yeah, I forgot to tell people to maybe suggest premises, like basic facts of life kind of things that you can cut down to 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, 10 sentences, that kind of thing. Simple, but not too simple. Simple's good. If you can do it. There's no God. It's probably not saying enough. You probably have to say something like no intelligence or something like that. But anyway, so whoever writes the best one, let's just say. And maybe we'll just let the thumbs up or downer thing, I don't know. Well, I'll decide in the end by I'll pull a rabbit out of the hat kind of thing. And whatever one the rabbit looks at, I'll choose. But anyway, that's the contest. So, premises. Things that logic is based on. The whole facts of life. So some fact of life, really established fact of life. Really hard to argue with truth, fundamental truth of our existence, that kind of stuff. Something about evolution or something about, futility. That there's nobody, with a hangover on Mars. Simple stuff or complicated stuff, whatever. It doesn't matter. Now I've lost my train of thought. That's dangerous. Anyway, wood. Anyway, yeah, I know there was something I wanted to respond to. I just got to remember what the hell it was. Oh yeah, Jay Sounder guy. Yeah, so yeah, Decky sends me a little piece of a tree, and they're all into the wilderness and save the trees and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I want to blow it all to hell, which is kind of ironic and funny, because yeah, I mean, I like tree huggers. I just think they're wrong. Yeah, and I have to blow them up. Sorry, but yes, I have to blow you up. You may hug your tree while I blow you up. So anyway, he made a video, just very direct, like, let's get to this end game thing, let's figure this out. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, it's a little early yet, but there are strategies. And there probably are some kind of perfect technology solution. Some perfect little wedge where you just give it one little tap, and the whole tree splits in half kind of thing. And so the moon thing is an appealing one. Moon is damn big, it crashes into the earth. Big mess. I mean, you're talking lava everywhere. Everything, the whole atmosphere evaporates. Some people are speculating that that little bed bug microbe, well, whatever it is, microorganism, whatever, a cockroach, a little tiny hard case cockroach will survive. I say bullshit. It has its vulnerabilities too. I mean, I think the damn things will drown in a glass of water. So, yeah, maybe they can survive radiation, maybe they can survive an oven, but they can't survive a steam cooker, so everything has its vulnerabilities. So anyway, but the subject that got me thinking about was this whole regeneration thing. Because this is a recurring theme with people, like life will re-evolve. And, I just don't think people appreciate that this evolution thing is built on, I think, a whole lot of unlikely events. Not just one, not just two, but maybe a million. That this isn't the, creating sensitive organisms might not be the way the game really goes, and especially the intelligence thing. We know that's unusual. But if you look at these how life has evolved in different environments, it hasn't done very much in certain environments. I mean, you go to a hot spring and you'll find 500 million year old algae or something, but you won't find anything else. Why isn't anything else living in that stuff? Why isn't there a biosphere there? So you go to the vents inside the deep ocean. There's a microbe that has evolved to survive there. Very, a unique evolution, so to speak. But everything else is just a visitor. I mean, it's stuff that evolved somewhere else, just moved over there, and has changed a little, become giant. But that's about it. But there's no, there's no chimpanzees or anything down there, that are breathing water. I mean, there's no super life form. There's nothing that unusual, I guess is what I'm saying. Then you look at the whole ocean. What has the ocean produced? I mean, what is the ocean equivalent? So don't count the mammals that went back to the sea. Just count the ocean itself. What evolved in the ocean? Let's say the whole planet Earth stayed an ocean. The highest form of life on planet Earth then would be what? A great white shark? I mean, what's the smartest fish in the ocean? What's a shrimp? A lobster? Well, I guess octopus, right? Octopuses are pretty smart. So there you go, a cephalopod, I think that's what they're called. Who doesn't have too many relatives of much merit. There's squid and what the hell else is there? That whatever it is. That funny little roundy shell thing that squirts around like a squid, except it has a shell. You don't got a whole lot of successful cephalopods or whatever. I mean, the rest are like cucumbers. That's what they call them. They're slugs. So anyway, yeah, there isn't exactly a gigantic success story there, is there? So the game really happened for the terrestrial creatures. So when the little shrimpers crawled up on land, the bugs and such, that's when the game was on. And but we just don't know how what kind of event made it possible to make this transition, you know, to the reptiles and then you know, the mammally thing. But it could have not happened at all. I mean, it might be a very unusual piece of evolution, because from the evidence, it might indicate that the fact that it doesn't really happen when you have a sterile environment or a separated environment. Evolution isn't quite as aggressive as it appears it was on the land on Earth. Even plants, you know, plants stopped. You know, they just didn't go anywhere. I mean, theoretically, you know, they could have become Venus flytraps gone further. I mean, they could have eaten each other and became more energetic, but still stayed plants. But they didn't. I mean, it didn't happen. We didn't evolve from plants. So that evolution stopped. So if it would have been left to just plants, if the first crustaceans didn't crawl out of the ocean onto the land, you know, plants wouldn't have created anything comparable to an orangutan. You know, so I mean, people who worry, let me say that if you don't eradicate every ounce of DNA on the planet, that somehow we're in for the same thing all over again. Well, that might not be true. You know, a green ocean with some sponges in it doesn't scare me very much. So if the plant just reverts to that and stays there for a few billion years, I'm okay with that until the, you know, the sun starts doing its degrading thing, and that's when the game will be over anyway. The only problem with pushing the moon thing is that you're going to screw the Earth up so much in moving the Earth. You know, it's going to be really hard for whoever's here managing the moon, the change in trajectory. That's going to be pretty uncomfortable. So I'm thinking about a big event. So I'm thinking something more high science, like a cascade effect. You know, where you move one little asteroid in the asteroid belt into another asteroid in the asteroid belt, and then you cascade another one into another one, and another one into another one. And you just keep increasing the size of those cascades. Now that might get interesting. And then have something like that crash into the moon all at once, one big event. You know, almost having a moon crash into a moon kind of thing. Yeah, that's going to mess up the Earth pretty good. Because some big chunks are going to hit the Earth, and they're going to, you know, wipe the atmosphere out pretty completely. So I think that might work also. Because we really do have the science for that now. A lot of people know how to do this math and figure it out all pretty precisely. It is a cause and effect universe. There is no God to stop it. So yeah, it's really doable. But like I said, it's kind of an irrelevant conversation until we get people more comfortable with the idea, that understanding what there is that we're stopping. And that part, I think they're going to have to start understanding what's happening outside of them. This really isn't about a little tiny bit of sentience on Earth that's occupied by humans. I mean, that's a big part of this, in the sense that humans have this more, I mean, communicative, especially, we can express our distaste, you know, our objections, our pain in such a clear way. But there's just so much life on this planet, and it's living a complete Borg existence. I mean, it's just this horrid redundancy, you know, this of consumption and reproduction, and it has no purpose. And why would you sentence anything to that? Why would you want to be responsible for it if you made one? I mean, I just can't understand how people can't get that. That's quite horrifying to think about the implications of this, of all this consumption, all this horrid competition. This is keeping the Colosseum alive. You want to defend life? You're defending the Colosseum. You're defending bullfights. You're defending dog fights. You're defending chicken fights. You're defending all this horrid, disgusting, insane waste. of suffering. And, you know, I just don't think most people could wear that suit. You know, I don't think most people are incapable of understanding that, you know, they wouldn't support those conventional, you know, popularly understood, pointless, sadistic tortures. Well, that's what nature's made of. It's all gladiators. It's all a silly fight to win nothing. To win nothing. There's no prize here. There's no, you know, we're going to fight over, they're not even fighting over a princess. I mean, they're not fighting over anything. It's nothing. It's just a stupid declaration of I win and you lose. And it's just so unintelligent. It's an unintelligent activity. It's again, and it's just such a gross, overt, flat in your face waste. And it's only, you have a delusion of attachment, because yes, you were raised by this. Okay, I mean, you know, especially you atheists, you understand how people were prejudiced into their religious affiliation and affection, that it was their social life, that it was part of their family's life, and that was a little bit difficult for some people to break. Well, you can understand that and say, okay, well, there's the same psychology at play here. We have an affection for this infrastructure because we were born into it. It may be a crazy game, but it's our game kind of bullshit. But if you're going to be something called intelligent and honest and fair, you've got to recognize that that attachment is just a delusion. It's just a fart of your psychology. It has no credibility. It doesn't. What life is at its core, it's just a bunch of poor molecules of DNA stuck in a forced march, a forced obligation to keep on playing a game that has no purpose or point, and that wastes preposterous oceans of suffering. I mean, it just, you know, how can you not get that? I mean, seriously, how can you not get it? I mean, even like I said, I mean, I haven't had a horrid life, but I've had enough moments of horror to understand. And I've had great pleasures. I mean, great passionate desire owned me. So I know that feeling. But I can look at it and know what it was for what it was. It was an addiction. That's all it was. It's a passion built out of nothing. There was no logical or rational reason to contrive it. It's just a function of the mechanism. And yeah, I'm still owned by it. I mean, I still have the warrior in me, the gladiator. I can feel him rumbling about inside of me. You know, and I don't like him there, but not much I can do. But part of me says I do like him. And that's part of what I'm saying too. These people who think they're going to change the world, change the makeup of the animal or the beast or the DNA. I don't know how you're going to extract the animal from me and give me anything worth living for. I mean, the animal's the only thing that wants to play. You know, you kill him. My intelligence certainly has no interest. Why would it settle for a passionless, fake, phony fraud of an existence? Oh, I'm not going to be competitive anymore? Get real. Anyway, till the next time, and such, so forth and whatnot. Kind of a pretty sun. Oh, natural trees. Yes, me in my jewelry. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't like wearing stuff, but I like this. So get one for yourself. It's a good idea. Yeah. Alright, I noticed that, yeah, okay, I'm interrupting. Yeah, well, the angle was horrible. You couldn't see the little jewelry item. See, it really is nice. Piece of cedar, you know. Yeah, polished and such. By with love and all that kind of mush. Yes, polished with love. Yeah. So anyway, so I'll just interrupt here, and then I'll put back the other piece, and then put the other piece back on, and whatever. It's just a little stuff at the end thing. Link below and whatnot, and so forth. Thank you very much. Nice little view here. See? Look, it bounces when I walk. Ooh. Ooh. Anyway, yeah, back to the regular scheduled video. Sun, it's a big one. Yeah, the atmosphere. See, that's like this. See, the atmosphere fools you into thinking the sun's bigger than usual, and it's not. Just like your brain and the DNA molecule fools you into thinking life is all charming and fun and chasing is good, but it's fooling you. You're dense, like the atmosphere. You're dense. And you've refracted the truth into a pile of mush. Ooh. Yeah, that was a good one. Got you out with that one. Should be a word for that. Clever witticisms. Oh, that's it. Maybe we should just call them clever witticisms. So anyway. Pool's getting kind of cold. But it's okay. Yeah. I'll frown and bear it. Anyway, it's enough. Sorry. Just a little add-on and such. Ow. Yeah, listen. Anyway. Yeah. Okay, till next time. Lovely. Hardly lovely. Anyway. Alright, it's enough. I'm going now. Yep. A little leave you with a little bit of nature and such. La 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 la. Big tree in the stream over there. But anyway, until next time.